Hi, I'm Bill Miller, editor of North American Hunter magazine, and your host for another edition of the North American Hunting Club's Member Showcase videos. The winter winds are howling in Minnesota right now, and all the hunting seasons are closed. So it's a great time for me to catch up on some gun maintenance I've put off, and get a couple of guns ready for a trip I've got to Texas coming up in a few weeks. It's also a great time to sit back and share some incredible once-in-a-lifetime hunting adventures captured on videotape by NAHC members just like you. In fact, while I get things ready at the workbench, why don't you join NAHC member Dennis McClelland of Fortuna, California on an incredible bow hunt for elk. This is one of the best member tapes I've ever seen.
It's the start of the 1991 elk hunt. Grunert and McClelland Productions.
Each September you can find Dennis, along with his friend and longtime hunting buddy Phil Grunert, camped out somewhere in the Rocky Mountains of Oregon. This year, Dennis and Phil are guests of outfitter John Cole of Hunter's Rendezvous. Their drop camp is at the base of Rudio Mountain, Oregon, on private land that is well managed for trophy elk. As with any good elk hunting operation, their residence for the hunt is first class.
Throne lies yonder, two-holer, nothing but the Ritz up here. Then you have to be tuned up. So we've got our little target set up here. So far we shot at it 8 times and hit it 6, right in the bullseye. I guess we're ready for them. We got a little clouds and wind. This morning we went down and looked into Rudio Canyon, just up from the alfalfa fields. How many bulls do you figure we saw in there?
Well, at one time in my binoculars, I could see 7 bulls in the field of my binoculars, and there wasn't a thing smaller than a 5-point bull in there. There had to be 20 to 25 bulls in that herd, probably 75 elk period on the whole one little opening.
Having big fights and the whole works.
Fights, bulls fighting, tearing trees apart,
yeah,
chasing cows, doing everything obnoxious that they do.
Well, Philip?
Yes.
You found him.
We found him. Hiding in the creek.
With some luck and patience, Dennis and Phil did manage to get into that big herd of elk, and Phil made a great shot on a respectable 4x4 bull, a lot like the one he'd taken the year before. With one animal harvested, all that was left for Phil to do was run the video camera and do the calling for Dennis.
He's gone. Big 5-point bull. He's gone. Just breaking daylight. We caught a bull about 300 yards from the pickup.
Day one of Dennis's hunt on tape had proven exciting, but overall disappointing. They'd gotten pretty close to a couple of bulls, but the dry, noisy conditions made it tough for them to move around when they needed to without spooking the animals.
So we're heading up after him. He just bugled right there. He just bugled right there. I'd say he's 125 yards, 150 yards. I think he's that close, yeah.
Okay, let's go and set up. Doggone bull's moving. He's got a bunch of cows with him. There's cows chirping all around us. Bull's bugling up the canyon real soft. Well, we had bad luck. Camera battery went dead. We bugled the bull into right over there. Nice big 6-point bull. Dennis got a deflection off of that limb right there. Right in the center. Good news is, another bull's bugling right over the ridge. We'll try again. How's that? Good shot. I don't believe it. I shouldn't believe it. We were walking up this hill. We figured they'd gone over the ridge. We just stopped 5 seconds before this, and we're discussing how much noise we were making. We stopped here, and I looked right there, and there was that big old bull laying in his bed. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Good hit. You're going, what? When I first saw it, I thought it was a buck standing there.
Did you get the camera on by any chance?
Hey, I got the whole thing.
Did you?
I got the arrow going, went right in behind the point of his shoulder.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Good hit. Good hit.
We can find blood now, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
An old partner can follow this trail. Yeah, came right down the hill here. Matter of fact, let's just talk about it right now. I can see that bull laying down there.
Yeah, looks like he's piled up down here.
He's piled up good.
Bull's gone. 100 yards all he went. Good trail coming right down the hill. You can see where he just piled off. A little bit of blood in here. You can see where he crashed real good in here. Man, what a monster bull. What a monster bull. Holy mackerel, what a dandy. What's his, is he set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? 6 by 6, is he going to score? Hung up on that little tree. If I don't hang up right here in the brush and fall down and break my neck.
Dennis's trophy bull scored 291 and an 8th Pope and Young points, putting him well into the record books. One ham weighed 92 pounds, and grand total they packed out nearly 500 pounds of meat. When you put in the amount of work and planning that an elk hunt requires, it's good to know that you can reap some very substantial rewards if it all comes together just right. As the number of animals and the popularity of hunting exotic species increases, it just stands to reason that more and more NAHC members would take to the field after exotics. Mouflon sheep, black buck, and axis deer are just a few examples of the exotics that are showing up on member tapes. But without a doubt, the imported species that shows up more than any other is the Aoudad.
Well, here we are in Llano, Texas. It's Thursday afternoon, a little after 6. We got in Llano about a half hour ago. Don called Finn Agard, and he invited us to come out and shoot our rifles. Wanted to make sure that the airlines didn't bounce them around too bad. Wanted to make sure they still shoot straight. We're after Aoudad, and Don, we hunted Aoudad.
Yes, we did. Yes, Terry, we certainly did. Unfortunately, we have yet to shoot on
A while back, NAHC member Terry Huffman and his good friend Don Doobie started their quest for Aoudad in the hills of West Texas. On this trip, they're being hosted by legendary rifleman, professional hunter, and outdoor writer Finn Agard.
Friday. This is our first day hunting in August, our 5th day hunting Aoudad. We've seen a few animals this morning. One ram that Finn said was about 26 inches, but he thought we could do better. It would have been about a 300-yard shot. But Don decided to take it. Don's the shooter now. Good job, guys. He's pretty. Tell us the story.
Well, we was a second sneak of the day on came up over that mountain just a quarter mile away there, and Finn's seen this one standing by himself on an outcrop. But I snuck down to it. It was probably about a 300-yard shot. Kind of standing broadside to me, a little quartering, but mostly broadside. I aimed pretty high up at the top here and got him a little bit low, but he didn't run too far.
Got his lungs?
Yeah, I got the lower, the bottom part of one of his lungs.
Not bad. Hey, if I get one like that, I'll be real happy.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, he's a beaut. You gonna mount him?
Oh yeah.
Let me turn the camera off first.
But getting close enough for a shot would prove to be much more difficult than Terry, Don, or even Finn could have predicted. The group was hampered by rough terrain, poor timing, and just plain bad luck. Time after time they would spot and stalk, and spot and stalk, and spot and stalk again. But something always seemed to go wrong. It was beginning to look like Terry would never get a shot off, when suddenly he saw his opportunity.
6:15 on the 3rd day of this hunt, the 4th day of Don Doobie's and I's Aoudad hunt. And don't let anybody tell you that hunting Aoudad is easy. We have been working our butt off. It's after 6, and we've been after a ram all day long. We've seen rams, but we just have not been able to get up close to one. until about a half hour ago, when Finn and I were watching a herd of about 20 animals. There was 2 smaller rams in it, and boy, it was tempting, but we decided, well, we've got a day left, we'll just wait. And we were just getting up ready to leave, and Don was sitting behind us watching us, and it was just about time to move on because it's getting a little bit late, and we're an hour from the truck, and we looked off up the hill, and this guy was standing with 2 ewes, and I don't know exactly where I hit him yet, but I know I think I hit him the first shot, but I'm not positive, and the second shot, he ran about 20 yards to where he is right now, and I anchored him.
That's one great trophy, Terry, and I'm sure as the popularity of exotic species continues to grow, we'll see more and more like it here at the club. We get a lot of videos in from members who bow hunt. Maybe it's because hunting from a tree stand leaves you with a lot of time on your hands, and running the camera gives you something to do besides just cramp up from sitting still so long. Maybe it's because deer and other big game animals make a better target for a video camera than fast-moving birds or long-range varmints. And maybe it's just because the up-close and personal nature of bow hunting makes for such great television. Well, whatever the reason, we've got 3 great bow hunts to share with you right now.
First of all, we'd like to thank the North American Hunting Club for giving us the opportunity to show you guys a little bit about Connecticut bow hunting. We had set these stands up a few days earlier, and it was raining, and we had gone in there. I'll let my brother Danny, who was the shooter that day, tell you the rest of the story.
What it was a early season bow hunt. The animal was pretty predictable, so that's why we had set the stand up. We let her get used to it for a few days, and it was a quiet afternoon when we planned on going up. It was actually our first time trying to film.
First time we tried.
So what you're gonna see, was pretty interesting. That's actually why we were so excited, because the first time we tried filming, we actually got a good hunt on tape.
Okay, so we hope you guys enjoy it.
This was Dean and Dan's first attempt to capture one of their hunts on tape, so you can imagine their excitement when it all came together and Daniel made the shot.
Drilled it, Dean.
Yeah, I got it.
Stand down, baby. She's going.
I got it right up.
She's going down. It's awesome! Wow, what a shot! That just goes to show you hunting apple trees produces. This deer came out of this hardwoods back here, came right across the wall. She knew something was up here. I had to take the shot. It was about 20, 25 yards. Used my 20-yard pin. I hit her with a good, quick, clean kill. She should only be another 100 yards over the wall through that field. Jiminy crickets! What a shot! We got in here about 35 minutes ago. We sat for a half hour. Here she comes, feeding on the apples. It's been rainy the last couple of days. She wanted to get in the field and feed a little early. There's probably a few other deer around in the area, but
Oh well.
we got ours to go in the crock pot. There's all bubbles. She's down.
Let's go get her.
She's down.
As you guys can see, we're on the back side of this Connecticut farm, right under an apple tree.
That's big fat.
At the North American Hunting Club, we really believe that the trophy is in the eye of the hunter. What made this hunt so special for Dean and Dan is the fact that it's the first one they ever captured on videotape. That can make any animal, including a big doe like the one they took, a real trophy.
Yeah.
Wait. That's what it's all about. Once in a while you gotta harvest the doe, put in your refrigerator to have some venison stew. And boy, I'll tell you, what a hunt that was. Jiminy crickets!
Hunting bear can be a special challenge for most any hunter. Bear don't have antlers or any other outstanding characteristics that you can judge them by, so picking out a real trophy can be tough. Equally tough, especially for a bow hunter, can be bringing one down. Their heavy skeleton and thick muscles require precise arrow placement. Well, on their first trip out for bear, NAHC member Leon Belden and his 17-year-old son Ethan seemed to know exactly what they were looking for and exactly how to get the job done. It's a long way from Leon and Ethan's home in southern Michigan to black bear abundant Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, Canada. The pressure to make that perfect shot doubles when you've spent a pile of money on a trip like this, and doubles again when your hunting partner has a video camera recording your every move. All you can do is wait out the game and do your best to make the shot count.
Obvious blood trail. I've never seen so much blood in a trail. I see it. Excellent, Ethan. Fantastic. Fantastic. Made a hell of a hole. Fantastic, son. Proud of you. Hell of a shot. Hell of a shot.
Ethan's first bear, a beautiful cinnamon phase bruiser, weighed in at over 300 pounds. A day later, Leon took his first bear out of the exact same tree, another cinnamon phase brute that nearly made Pope and Young. You can't ask for much more than that. Videotaping from a tree stand also affords hunters many opportunities to enjoy wildlife at its very best. NAHC member Richard Potts could have taken his shot any number of times during this next video, but instead he decided to wait until the very last minute to catch this little whitetail buck doing his thing.
down out there in the field.
Down.
How many does that make?
All together?
Yeah.
3.
3 with the bow?
3, I think, yeah.
This buck isn't going to break any records, but the memories of the hunt will be special just the same. Without a doubt, we get more turkey hunting adventures captured on videotape than anything else. And over the years, we've seen some gall-darn exciting ones too. Everything from Miriam's on the plains of South Dakota to big old Rio Grande gobblers in the hills of Texas. But no matter what subspecies of turkeys members are hunting, where they're hunting them, when they're hunting them, or how they're hunting them, it seems like all turkey hunts on tape can be broken down into 3 categories. The first is the solo turkey hunt, like this one sent in by a member Richard Gleba of Erie, Pennsylvania. Solo turkey hunts are pretty simple. Once you've located a bird, you pick a good spot for your setup, place the camera just behind you, roll the tape, and wait for the bird to come well into view before you shoot. The second is the buddy system hunt, where you bring along a partner to do the videotaping and maybe some of the calling. In this case, NAHC member Tim Moore is the shooter, positioned about 10 yards to the right of the camera. Tim's buddy Robert Knuckles is running the camera and doing the calling as a nice Texas longbeard starts coming in.
Bring him on up here, boy. Was that worth $550? Whoo-wee, boy. I would get up, but I don't think I can.
Perhaps the most frustrating type of turkey hunt is what we'd call the rookie hunt. On this trip, member Donald Platt Jr. is running the camera and calling on one of his many hunts each year in the Shawangunk Mountains of New York. The shooter is his friend and apparently inexperienced turkey hunter, Leonard Williams. The pair first spotted this nice gobbler high in a tree just before sunrise. For whatever reason, the bird just wouldn't commit to their setup. He spent nearly an hour strutting around and around their positions just outside of shotgun range.
You see him now? Take him if you can get him. Don't wait for nothing, shoot him.
Soon, Donald was running low on battery power in his camera and running short on patience.
Can you see him? I'm running out of battery. You see him? Oh, God bless him. I'm going to be out of battery here. Can you see his head yet? Lenny, he's coming to the right. When you see that bird, you kill him. He's walking. Yeah.
Luckily, when Leonard finally took the shot, he made it count, and the hunting buddies took home a nice 20-pound turkey. From turkey hunting, which is the type of hunting we see most from members, we move on to duck hunting, which is the kind of hunting we see actually very little of on videotape. But if you're as big a duck hunting fanatic as I am, I can't blame you for leaving the camera at home when the migration is on. When I'm hunkered down in a blind and flock after flock is blasting past at Mach 2, the last thing I want to be shooting is videotape. We'll leave that to NAHC Life member Dr. Clay Wilson of Florida. The thick vegetation of this secret lake in central Florida makes traversing the waters nearly impossible in ordinary boats. so Clay and a lot of other hunters in the area have invested in airboats to get them around. These boats work great, but you can forget about sneaking into your blind first thing each morning.
Set up for the deep one. Yeah, it's really ducky weather today.
Ducky day.
Wind is blowing. And we got Sir Billy here and Captain Ben. Turn around and say hi.
Hello, Ducky Day.
Sir Billy. And we got Sir Joe.
Morning, everybody. It's a wonderful day out here today.
We're having
Trying
fun.
to get some ducks. We've been getting them.
First duck down in the morning. Coming in. Take him. Take him. Right there.
There, dead on. Left. Took the third.
Coming in. Take him. Good shot. Alright, good shot. Duck's moving on the right here. On the right side. Now let's he got away. Get him, get him, get him. Alright, boys, good shot. Some more movement out there. There they are. Yep. Well, you guys shoot, we're gonna get our limit here. One coming from above high. Look at him hooking in here. Right, they're coming in from the right. Take him, Joe. Good shot. Good shot. Good shot. So we've introduced Sir Billy here into the Duck Club. What do you think about that, Sir Bill? Yeah. Like I said, it's lucky that we were able to have these life-type experiences here. Not many people get to enjoy this. Captain Ben is the foremost fishing guide here in Florida. Probably the best I ever fished with. Good shot, boys. On the left. Shoot, shoot. He's down.
I had to shoot.
I didn't take him from the drill.
Good shot, Billy.
That's left.
On a typical day, Clay and his friends will shoot a limit of birds including ringnecks, Florida ducks or mottled ducks, and blue-winged teal. Clay, thanks for taking a couple days off from the shooting to get us that great footage. As we saw earlier in this tape with Terry Huffman's Aoudad hunt, NAHC members are always looking for new challenges in the field. Some will go to any lengths to try something new. Others, like Bill Ciccone, a North American Hunting Club Life member, will go to great distances as well. In his case, all the way to England. After arriving in England and clearing customs, Bill makes his way to one of the many country estates that now serve hunters from around the world. The way people hunt in England can differ dramatically from what we know in North America. Hunting areas are small and carefully controlled. Some big game herds have been managed for several centuries, and the people managing them today take a great deal of pride in their animals. At most preserves, you won't have to do much walking, and you won't have to carry your gun either. Proper attire for your guide includes a wool hat and sporting shirt and tie. Bill is being guided by Master Guides Michael McCrave and Alan Hayward of CMS Hunting International.
You've got some points in him, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Look at those back cards. Must have been coming now, look at that for a year-old pricket. Hey?
Oh yeah, I see him now.
And you compare it with those two on the left there, look, little 6-inch furry thing.
Over the first 2 days of the hunt, the party encountered many of the exotic big game species found in England. Some of them include Pure David deer, Manchurian sika, Japanese sika, fallow deer, axis deer, roe deer, muntjac, and Chinese water deer, as well as a few non-game species.
Look how he turns right in at the top. That's the head of my... Hey, look at this, look.
Go get eye out.
He will do too, he's a bugger. Come on.
Go on, you.
Right, got your bit out here to him. Hello.
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 We're looking for something we can bloody peck at it. Look at these axis deer coming right around.
Go on.
I mean, fallow. Oh, look at this. Beautiful.
That front one is a big boy.
Jesus.
Did he peck it?
He's pecking the car.
Where were they turn in on that film?
That first one's very good. You see the oryx behind him?
Oryx.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Oh, right, coming up now.
They're laying down in the back that way.
Yeah.
Go on, you.
But what Bill is really looking for is a trophy red stag, a European relative of the North American elk we all know and love. A good red stag will weigh between 600 and 700 pounds on the hoof.
Yeah.
Their antlers are similar to an elk's,
Very nice.
but a good set will crown at the top into multiple small points. Elk bugle while red stags roar, but other than that, their behavior and mating rituals are about the same.
What, the next to the last one?
No? I'm missing. The other big boy's missing. He's got to be in here still. Here he comes. That's the cold stag. The last one.
Wow. Oh. Oh, geez, he's gorgeous.
He's a hell of a size, isn't he? Look how big he is.
Jeez, he's nice.
That second one from the back, is that the one that's staying? She's gone behind the tree
Yes,
now.
yes, he's a young one.
And
The
the-
second one now, but next to Pricket, is a cold stag.
Geez, that one's beautiful.
The second one's a cull.
What do you mean a cull?
I mean, it's going to come
He's
out.
old, but he's not good. He's never going to be any good.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's just compared now, he's staying.
That's beautiful, that one that's moving in
Yes.
now.
There's the big mass
Oh,
there.
he is beautiful. I don't know how many points he has, but he's really
About
nice.
15.
That's all?
Yeah, he's got 7 on the right side, unless he's got 1 point in back. And his left side
These
is
are
me.
great pictures. England at its best. Oh, there he is.
So, some of the points, there are some smaller points up in the tops that are, you're not in.
Beautiful. He is beautiful.
The deer down the front, down the front. Just taking a rifle. Have a look and see what we can see. Just an incredible beast. do anything until this stag comes over the top of the hill. Unfortunately, he's watching those. The highs are on to the left, so you should probably follow them. Just have to wait till the stag comes up over the top of the hill. Go back under the stag. You can also see some hinds there with him. He knows we're here. That's why he doesn't want to look. There he goes. Good shot. That's perfect.
Bill placed his shot from the 30-06 perfectly, and the monster stag didn't go 20 yards. The bull scored 320 Safari Club points, a trophy Bill can certainly be proud of.
Look at the size. Bill. If you walk in, I can walk over these stones and boulders. That's what you call a stag and a half. Look at the size of this. People don't need to go to Bulgaria to get big stags. I'm telling you, this is incredible.
This is beautiful.
Beautiful. Fantastic.
Thank you, Michael.
My pleasure, Bill.
Well, that does it for another North American Hunting Club Member Showcase video. We're already getting tapes in for the next one, and I can't wait to see your hunting adventures on tape. If you've got something you want us to see, send it on in. It may show up in the next Member Showcase. Until then, I'm Bill Miller for the North American Hunting Club. Take care and good hunting. Visit the North American Hunting Club on the World Wide Web at www.huntingclub.com.